This week on Inside Boulder News, City gears up for flood preparedness season amid new risks. Recently enacted disposable bag fee gets results, and City Council members deliver fresh, nutritious food with Meals on Wheels. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. The start of April is always the beginning of flood preparedness season here in Boulder. But thanks to the flood last fall, these efforts are taking on a whole new meaning. Earlier this week, Boulder Office of Emergency Management Director Mike Chard told City Council about some of the risks our city and county face, as well as outlining the work being done to mitigate them.
And the threats that we've identified are three, important things to look at. One would be 100% probability that we're going to have spring runoff. So we know that's going to happen. It's going to be kicking in here probably towards the late part of April, especially if it warms up. But traditionally, we're seeing in that first week to the second week of May to sometimes in the first week of June, we're going to have about a month's worth of runoff. And we need to make sure that we have taken steps to create the conveyance for water to come down from the natural runoff that occurs every year. Secondly, there's a lot of debris that could create a flooding potential as it dams up culverts or bridges or even creates debris dams upstream. And then lastly is the inherent structure or problems that we have every year with just thunderstorms occurring within the drainages that can bring the intense rainfall, and that's measured in the amount of rain we get in an hour.
Working closely with the county and surrounding communities, City of Boulder engineers and contractors are playing beat the clock to make sure our creeks and drainage ways are able to accommodate any extra water that comes their way.
So the good news is that there's a significant amount of work underway. Got contractors up on 4 Mile and Boulder Creek. We believe we'll hopefully be seeing folks in the Gregory area, I think, as early as next week. So we do have contracts awarded. So we have about $5.5 million worth of work commissioned. We have another $3 million that's in the queue, and those are really rough estimates. But to give you context, our total annual budget in the Stormwater and Flood Fund is only $6 million. So we're spending huge amounts of money to try to get ahead of this and be prepared for spring.
Community members have an important role to play too. If you have not already done so, you should sign up for emergency alerts on the city's homepage and talk to your insurance agent about flood insurance. There is a 30-day waiting period for flood insurance to take effect, so act now. It is possible to get flood insurance even if you are not in an official floodplain. You may also want to consider additional coverage for sewer backup potential. In addition, officials are asking for your help in reporting conditions that may increase the chance for danger.
A great way to get us information is through the Inquire Boulder system, and you can do that on the web. You can do that through an app on your phone, but it actually lets you take pictures, send us a location, and that's a great help to us in making sure we get the right resources to the right locations.
To help residents be prepared, the city has created a comprehensive resource called the Community Guide to Flood Safety, and will hold 2 public open house meetings to provide information and give preparedness tips to the community. 6 months after the City of Boulder implemented a disposable bag fee, the program is seeing impressive results. The new regulation encourages shoppers to bring their own reusable bags by charging them 10 cents for paper and plastic bags they use at the checkout of Boulder grocery stores. Since the ordinance took effect, the community has kept nearly 5 million disposable bags out of the waste stream.
We estimated with our consultants about a 50% reduction in bag use at the stores that would have a fee, just based on the fact that Boulder already reused a lot of bags. But we were surprised at how high the numbers actually were for Boulder in 6 months. So Boulder shoppers use 68% less plastic and paper disposable bags than they did the year before.
People are used to it now, and it's just kind of like part of how we do things. Like, it's not a shock or a surprise, but it's just kind of expected now. I've definitely noticed people bringing in their own bags, using their backpacks, and statistically we've reduced our use of the disposable bags by 39%, and we've increased the sales of our reusable office bags by 48%.
The city will continue to study the effectiveness of the disposable bag ordinance and will release additional numbers in July in conjunction with the 1-year anniversary. You can stay involved with Boulder's zero waste efforts, including the update to the zero waste plan, by going online. Back in 2007, the World Wildlife Fund held the first ever Earth Hour event in Australia. 2,000 businesses turned their lights off for 1 hour to promote environmental awareness. It didn't take long for Earth Hour to make its way to Boulder, and this year you're invited to a city-sponsored event at the St. Julian Hotel and Spa.
We're excited to be partnering with the St. Julian because they've actually hosted this event for the last 5 years. And in hosting this event, they're really being able to showcase the efforts that they're making year-round to move the dial on sustainability.
People are very excited about it. They love the ambiance. We get a lot of great feedback afterward. We instituted Lights Out Tuesday in our restaurant. So for the Tuesday afternoon menu, all the lights are off in the restaurant and there's candlelight. So you have kind of a year-round Lights Out event to complement Earth Hour.
The city-sponsored Earth Hour community event will take place on Saturday, March 29th from 8:30 to 10 p.m. For more information about St. Julian's green initiatives or the Earth Hour event, log on to stjulian.com. Meals on Wheels of Boulder celebrated Community Champions Day on Wednesday. This is an opportunity for local officials to get out with volunteers, deliver meals, and draw attention to hunger among seniors, disabled individuals, and other vulnerable populations. Inside Boulder News spoke with City Council member Tim Plass about the value of getting out and sharing fresh, nutritious meals.
I think it's so exciting to see the involvement of all the volunteers. I mean, Rick, the guy we went out with today, is a member of the Rotary, and he actually supervises 5 different routes for Meals on Wheels.
And this is the other one, okay.
And so, I mean, there's this kind of partnership amongst the nonprofits in our community, and I think that's really exciting to see.
Meals on Wheels.
There you go. And it's always just, it's an amazing experience to go out and deliver the meals. And for some of these people, it's probably their only contact with another person for the whole day. And so it's not just about meals, it's really about human contact and making sure people are okay.
He's not taking a nap, is he?
Oh, yeah, I think he is.
Oh!
There you go.
We started in December upping our game, if you will. We started looking at all aspects of the appeal of our menu. The appearance of the food, the nutritional value of the food, how we describe the food. And since then, we've got December, January, February, and most of March under our belt. And we are getting fan mails and fan phone calls saying, this is the best salmon I ever had. That's not anything we've experienced to this degree in the past. So it tells us we're doing something right. Meals on Wheels of Boulder provides fully nutritious, fully prepared meals to anybody in Boulder who needs and wants our service, regardless of age or income. It's a misconception that we only serve the elderly poor. We serve anybody of any age who wants and needs our services.
The program can even help you get back on your feet after a hospital visit with Project Homecoming, a free service for 5 days that includes a hot meal delivered at noon, prepared to meet any dietary restrictions. Get more information online at mowboulder.org or call 303-441-3908. If you're a Boulder resident without health insurance, March 31st is a very important date to remember. March 31st is the end of the open enrollment period for all commercial health insurance programs. This includes health insurance purchased inside Connect for Health Colorado, as well as insurance purchased outside of Connect for Health Colorado.
So if individuals do not enroll in insurance by March 31st, then they basically will not be able to enroll in health insurance unless they have what's called a qualifying life change event. Now the next open enrollment period will start on November 15th of 2014 for January 1st, 2015 coverage. And then also, as long as individuals enroll in coverage by March 31st, they will meet that new requirement to have health insurance under the new healthcare law.
If you need help signing up for health insurance, there will be a presentation on Monday, March 24th at the Meadows branch of the Boulder Public Library from 6 to 7 p.m. The presentation will be geared towards individuals and families. You can also schedule an appointment with a health coverage guide by calling 303-441-1000 or send an email to healthcoverage@bouldercounty.org. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news, tips, and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.